Hey guys, today we're going to show you how to bring a job to the foreground. So first you'll need a job in the background. So let's try this out. Alright, so we ran the top command that just continuously runs. So I put this in the background. So you see it's stopped. If you run jobs, it is stopped. So if you want to bring this back to the foreground, you can say FG1, and that brings that back to the foreground. Hitting Control Z will stop the job and put it in the background. Now that's basically it. That's all you need. You can, let's see, Control C, jobs. You can say, all right, now saying jobs is going to show a stopped job. Now if you want to put it in the background, so bring it to the foreground, we'll immediately start it and bring it to the foreground, so we'll see the output on the screen. Let's try putting this in the background. So we can say BG1. We're going to put this, that's going to actually start it up, but have it running in the background. So there we go. So yeah, it looks like it has trouble running in the background. So let's kill it for now and try to show you a better example. So kill, and when you refer to a job using the BG or FG command, you use the job number, right? So when you're using the kill command, you either need the PID or you can use the modulus job number, like that. There we go. We've killed it. So there we go. It's done and now gone. So we have this nice little script here that I created. This is basically just an infinite loop in Bash that basically all it does is echo a period and then sleep for 1 second. So every second it prints out a period so you can tell it's running, right? So let's try executing this. Let's say, well, let's make it executable. There we go. Now let's run test.sh. Whoops. There we go. So we're running test.sh, and every second it outputs a period. Now if we hit Control Z, that's going to stop it and put it in the background. So we can see there it's stopped. Now we could run another copy of this and hit Control Z again, run another copy, Control Z, jobs, and you'll notice we've got three of these stopped in the background. Now if we want to bring one to the foreground, we can say FG1, bring FG1 to the foreground. So that is the purpose of this video, was to show you how you can bring something to the foreground again. So we basically covered that, but let's show you how we can, all right, so we have our jobs all stopped now. Let's try putting one in the background, BG1, right? Now 1 is in the background. Now it's running, but in the background. Now it's outputting. It's still outputting. I guess is the same behavior that we saw with the top command. So I guess there's if you wanted to get around this, you could output the std out to dev null or something, and there's a bunch of other ways you can handle it that I covered in another guide. So stay tuned for that video. But essentially this is the behavior when something's running in the background. And notice we have use of the command line now, so we can run commands. We can see, we can see files. It's messing up our, it's making our command line really messy, but we can still run commands like you normally would. So we could just say BG1 to put this. Oops, yeah. Hit Control Z. That's not going to kill it either. So yeah, that's a little bit of a mess. Let's say we can kill it by the we can kill it by let's say modulus 1 by the job name, and there we go. We've killed it. So jobs, we see it's terminated and now it's gone. So now we only have 2 of them. You have slightly less control over it if it's running in the background, so you might want to put it in the background so that you can, like let's say if you say foreground 2, bring 2 to the foreground, it's going to be printing stuff out in the foreground while you can't just run commands, like you can't run the ls command or do anything while it's doing that. So I guess the difference is if you put it in the background and say background 2, it's still outputting, it's still showing us output, but you can now run commands at the same time, which is really messy. Normally, if you put it in the background, you're going to have it, you're going to redirect it to dev null or to a log file or something like that. But that is a topic for another video on another day. Let's kill this one, modulus 2. There we go. So, yeah, you can start running in the background with BG3 like that, or bring it to the foreground with FG3 like that. And from here, you could Control Z to stop it and put it in the background, or you could just hit Control C to kill it. But yeah, that's it. So hopefully you found this useful, or at least interesting, if nothing else. You might want to give me a thumbs up. You might want to hit that subscribe button also, and hit the little bell icon. Otherwise, YouTube's probably not going to let you know when we come out with a new video. We do have a lot of great stuff coming up, and we've actually, if you want to check our list of videos, we've already put out a lot of pretty interesting things, some more interesting than others. We cover a lot of great stuff. Coding, servers, hardware, software, 3D printing, electronics, single board computers, robots, networking, all sorts of great tech related stuff that you're not going to want to miss. So if you want your YouTube feed to be that much more interesting, you're going to want to hit that subscribe button. But more important than any of that stuff, you're going to want to leave a comment down below, especially if you know something that I don't know. Definitely let me know, not just for me, but for the next person who comes along and watches this video and reads the comments. Leave a comment for them also. Any comments, questions, criticisms, whatever you want to say, I probably want to hear it. So do leave a comment down below. And that's pretty much it for today. So as always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.